Alright, now I'm going to show you how to turn the machine on and stick the hoop on the machine. When you're turning the machine on, you want to push this delete button right here. Hold that down as you flip this switch down here. And keep holding the delete button until it boots up. And this will clear the memory on your machine so that stuff that you've done yesterday doesn't show up and take up all the memory. So it says okay to clear memory, so I'm going to say yes, so I'm going to hit this arrow button. So it's deleting the memory on it. Alright, and I showed you how to hoop a shirt yesterday. We'll just pretend there's a shirt on here. So these two holes, you just stick it on here like this, gently push it in, and make sure that the holes and the pegs are lined up on both sides, otherwise it will stitch crooked. Alright, so I'm going to pull up my design. I click this floppy disk button, and where's my design? Alright, and so I did a test design. I'm going to hit enter. Then I'm going to hit enter again. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click this button to select my colors. I'm going to just do random numbers because it doesn't matter. Then I'm going to hit end. Next, I'm going to click this button. Because your shirts, if you're doing a shirt or a John or some kind of clothing, it's going to be put on upside down. The neckline will be up here. So you're going to want to turn your design 180 degrees so that it stitches the right way. Then if you click the down arrow, you can change the sizing of your design if you're doing the same design on multiple things of different sizes. It's not recommended to change it more than about 10%. So if you're going to need something a lot smaller, a lot bigger, it's better to do that on your software and then transfer it. For now, I'm going to leave this at 100%, so I'm going to hit end. Alright, and then you can see here the needle is not in the middle of the hoop. So I'm going to press this down arrow and it's going to move the needle up. Once you get it to where you think you have it, always push this button and check and make sure that this needle plate is not going to hit your hoop. If it hits your hoop, it'll break the needle and it can bend the needle plate. So that's fine right there. So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to press start. If you want to change the speed of the machine, you can press the arrow up or down. I usually stitch it on 800 or 1000. You can go higher, but it's just really not necessary. And thread is more likely to break the faster you go. If you need to stop it while it's stitching, you can hit the stop button. And then you can hit the scissor to cut the thread. If you need to go backwards on the stitch, then you can hit this back arrow. If you hold it down, it goes back one at a time, then you can hit stop. Also, if you look in this little box, it says 1, that's back and forwards. If you hit the star button right here, now it changed it to 10. That'll go back 10 stitches. If you hit the star again, it changes it to 100, then it'll go back 100 stitches. If you hit it again, it changes the color, so you can go to the next step. So I can go to step 3 if I need to skip a step. Press it one more time, then you can enter in the exact stitch number you want to go back to. And you could see that stitch number on your software if you needed to do that. So I'm going to escape. One more thing I want to show you. Alright, if you need to get out of the design completely, you can hit escape, cancel sewing, yes. Alright, so it went back to point 0, and you could start over if you wanted to. If you're doing an applique, you're going in here to do the colors, Say you have a placement stitch is your first one, and then you're going to want to stop the machine to put the fabric down, so you hit stop. That adds a pause to your stitching, so your machine will stop. Then you do the tack down stitch after you put the fabric on, and that'll stitch the fabric in place. Then you're going to want to take it off to cut around the fabric, so you're going to need another stop. So you hit stop again, and then we'll just say it's a one fabric applique, so then it's done. So then the rest of them can go, just keep going without a stop. One thing I learned when I was cleaning the machine, which I just feel like I should point out, I accidentally hit this and didn't realize it. This button, if you push it to the right, is for a hat driver. I don't have hat drivers, but if that's something you're interested in, I'm sure you can buy one. But it messed up my settings, and I had to call the repairman because I couldn't figure out what was wrong, and all it was simple push of that button, but I didn't realize that, so just something to note. And I think that's it. So when you're finished with the design, you can just take your hoop off, go on to the next one. You could click your floppy and then go to the next design that you have loaded on it, and you are ready to go. All right.